Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Erndales. It's been a little bit of a minute since my last video. I'm just going to do a little intro here about what you're going to see coming up. But before I do that, on my last video, I had a giveaway. And believe it or not, well, actually I do believe it because I'm small potatoes. Only one person entered. So we have a winner. Miriam R, you are the winner of this magazine. I had two of them, so I'm giving one to you. And I also found another one that I had doubles of. So you're going to get two. So Miriam R from the Netherlands, please send me an email. I've got my Erndales and more email in the description below. So send me an email and I'll get these off to you as soon as I hear from you. Thanks for entering, Miriam. So today is something a little bit different. I haven't done any stitching since my last video. I haven't done any knitting. I actually have been reading and doing a lot of seed sewing. So not much crafting done, but in the last couple of days, I've been informed that there's going to be two new babies arriving in our family in fall. So my mind has just been going. What can I make? What can I make? I decided I'm going to make some baby journals, and I'm not a big journal maker. I've done a few, but I don't follow any kind of normal process. I just do what I do. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and I'm also going to take you for a little walk to a place where I get some things for what I'm doing. So here we go. Okay, here we are over on my work table, and as you can see, I've got another mess. I love messes. I work the best in mess. Anyway, what I'm making, like I said before, I'm making a baby journal or a baby book. And it's going to be a junk journal style. Now, I am not a professional at this. I've only made, I don't know, maybe 10 junk journals total in my whole life. I'm still learning. I'm still experimenting. But I don't follow anybody's, way of doing things. I do things my way. And that's sort of how I craft in general anyway. So this junk journal is, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I'm going to make it sort of both. What I do, and again, I don't do this for sale. I don't do, this is just for me to give away as a gift. So what I do is I go to a place we have here in town. It's a recycle place, and the idea, I think I've talked about this before. Whatever you don't want, you take there and you leave there, and somebody else comes along and says, oh, I like that, and I'll take it home. No money is exchanged. It's just totally a recycle place. So they always have lots of old books. So for instance, this book, I've already taken here, we'll put the cover or the thing back in it. It's an old book, obviously, and I've already taken the spine off it. So it's The Clan of the Cave Bear. Really old book. I don't want the book. I don't want any of the pages, although I will keep these pages and I'll be able to make stuff out of it. But I just really want the spine. So this is going to be my cover. But I'm going to cover this with something. Now, for this baby book, or this baby journal, I'm thinking I'm going to use I have some flannelette here. These are recycled receiving blankets. So I might use some of this to cover the book. I haven't made up my mind. But this is sort of the line that I think I'm going to go on. There's some checkered here. This is actually kind of cute. And these are just old pieces of flannel that I have saved. So that will be the cover, and then I will embellish it in some way. The inside, I'm just putting together some pages right now. And again, you know, my junk journals are really junk, made from junk. I don't buy anything. It's all stuff that I've made or have acquired. So, for instance, this is a card. This actually card was a card in my scrapbook. So it was a card that my parents would have got for me. So this is the front of it, and then somewhere in here, as you page through, will be the other part. So I'm using pages that I have. This I tea-dyed this and put it in the oven. Bits and pieces. There's the back of the card. Music. I've photocopied this on a piece of photocopy paper, and I have then tea-dyed it. This is just a piece of lined paper. What is this? An envelope that I've folded in half. I'll open up one side of it, and I'll make pockets. What else we got in here? Oh, okay. This is just a piece of, I think it's wallpaper, actually. This, I just tea-dyed this, and I put it on, I've got one of those pizza pans with all the holes. I put it on that and put it in the oven, and it made a nice bubbly paper. This is from a book, and I'll show you this book. It's actually really great for a baby book. It's, what did I do with it? It's over here. This is a book that mothers got when they delivered a baby in the hospital back in the 50s and 60s, and I had two of them. I guess one was actually mine, that my mom's when she delivered me. So I've taken pages out of it, and it's really funny because some of the things are quite, you know, old-fashioned, but that's okay. They make great pages for a book. And there's another little piece of something. I don't know what that is. So I just take, here's a paper bag and an envelope. Then there's the other part of the paper bag. So I just put together some pages. This is, I'm just starting this, so these will change a million times. I have some more over here. Another book that I'm going to use. I might make a couple of these because my family seems to be, here's an old card or something. I just saved the card. Another paper bag. This one has some fancy, this obviously isn't for a baby. This has some fancy wrapping paper in it. Some tracing paper. So you can use anything. I even save old envelopes. Just this morning, I opened a new bar of soap, and I saved the box. So what I'll do is I'll flatten this box, and I'll use it as a little tuck somewhere, and it has a scent to it still, so it'll add a little scent to my journal. So then, inside the journal, I will make pockets and little tags and all kinds of things, little tucks here and there, places to write things down. I've even found this in a book that I had. It's Tracing Your Roots, so it's sort of an ancestry type of book. And I thought this would be really kind of cute to put into a baby book. I'm going to photocopy this, and I'll make a bunch of copies of it, and then I'm going to tea dye it in the oven. And I'll use this for some pages. That's a cute idea, especially for a baby book. And then I'll make things, oh, and another thing here. These make great pages in a baby book. Coloring book pages. Like, how wonderful is that? All these could go into a baby book. Mother duck and her baby. Robin and their baby. And so you see what I mean? You just have to think outside of the box. So then I make little things like this. Now these are not for a baby book. These I made for another kind of book. But they're little, it's hard to do this with one hand. They're little envelopes, so you can tuck things in here. They have 2 pockets in them. This is made just out of a piece of one of those books, you know, the things that I take out of them. Here's another one that I made. It's another little envelope. Whoops, I got it the other way. So there's space to put something in here, pictures or something. And then here's another one I made. This one has little things in it, and this is what I put in there. I cut little sayings out, and there's a little journaling piece of paper here. You can write something and tuck it back in. So I'm going to make some of those type of things, but I'm going to make it. I found this old book at the end of at that place in town here, and it was in really bad shape. It was glued together and stuff like that. And I have the cover. I might use this to make another book sometime. But I have all the pages, and you can see they've been taped together. So I'm going to make some of these kind of things with this old book. For a baby book, this is more appropriate than fancy. It's really cute. There's lots of good illustrations. There's a perfect thing to go on it right there. So I'm going to, and that's the other thing. You can get old children's books and turn them into either pages in your book or pockets for your book or little embellishments. You know, you could take this out and put it on here. You can just do whatever you want. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I make little things besides these. I make little things like for a baby book. I would maybe take some of that flannel here and I would make little tiny diapers. And every once in a while I would stick a diaper somewhere. I have some of those little weeny pins. I'll use that. I have some old bonnets. I'm going to find a way to incorporate some of these bonnets. And actually what I thought I would do, for instance, okay, here's a knitted one. If I was to cover, say, this book with this yellow thing, I could take this bonnet and put it on here. You know, I can embellish it with this, the top of the book, the cover of the book, you know, and have this hanging down, maybe make a little spray of flowers, do a little embroidery. There's all kinds of things. So I'm going to use some of these kind of things in and on my book. Here's another little. These are old. And I've had them for a long time. Same thing with these booties. I don't know what the baby is, if it's a boy or a girl, so perhaps I will use these little knitted socks, stick them around somewhere, or maybe I'll use a yellow bootie. Here's a bib. Somebody crocheted a bib for a doll. This is perfect to go into a book somewhere, to incorporate it in. So there's all kinds of little things that you can do. And then there's embellishments. I make embellishments out of all kinds of little pieces of paper, and like for instance, there's little dolls. You can do toys. You can do all kinds of things. And then there's words. You know, you can put together words. All of this is going to go into my book. So I'm needing a few things still to go in my book. I don't have, I'm looking for a couple of more different things. More, actually, what I'm looking for is some more old children's books where I can get some really good pictures and things from. So I'm going to go down to the little store, or not the store. Oh, forgot. Here's one. This is a book that I got from there. It's a very old book. It's called A Child's Garden of Verses. There's poems in here. Beautiful poems. And there's really nice illustrations. So what I'm going to do is I'll find something that's appropriate for baby. And this, I think I got this book down at that recycle place. Lovely little poems. So this is the kind of thing I'm going to go down there and look for. This cover would make an awesome cover for a small journal. Or, actually, I think this cover would make a really awesome cover for a gardening journal. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, I'm going to take you down with me later on today and show you that little, my husband and I call it the junk place. And it's very junky. I mean, it's shockingly junky, but it's got good stuff in it. Things that I can use. So I'm going to leave this part here and let's go down to the junk place. All right, here we are. We're in our little recycle place. There's clothes. All kinds of clothes. And other things. Those are kind of cute. These are magazines and patterns. Light fixtures. Kinds of stuff. So everything here, if you want it, you take it. Oh, I like them purple bottles up there. Nice little crock. Cans. A star. Children's clothes. All kinds of clothes. Lots of blue jeans. This is actually where I get my blue jeans from too, and I make my horses and all that kind of stuff. There's some toys there. Look at all the jeans. I'll never run out of jeans in a million years. And some more toys. And here's the books. This is where I like to come and look for old children's books. They go, all kinds of them. Lots and lots and lots of books. Just gonna make this, there we go. That's better. So I'm gonna go through all these books, have a look and see if I can find anything that's gonna help me with my baby journals. And if I find anything, I'll let you know. Maybe in my next video. I think these would be the kids' books right about here. Some are in French, some are in English. So I'm going to have a look. Wish me luck. Well, I'm back home now, and I just thought I would show you what I picked up. So I found this book. It's not even a book, it's just a few pages from a book. It's French, but the graphics are unbelievable. Look at this. I won't be using this in the baby book, but I certainly will be using this at some point. Look at the pictures in here. Aren't they wonderful? There's actually just a few pages. It's not a full book, but I just like the pictures in it. I'll be using those. So that's one thing. And even this part's nice too. And then I got a piece of, looks like a golden book because it has this thing on here. But it's Bugs Bunny. Again, I probably won't be using this. There's pieces missing off this book too. Lots missing, but I probably won't be using this for the baby. But I might be using this at some point later on. This one is Hans Christian Andersen Fairy Tale. This is, see, it's all broken. It's not put together. But I thought, this is quite an old book. We'll see. It's broken. Might be good for something. I actually kind of like the cover. You know, I could make a child's book just from the cover. So that's another one. And then look at this. This is a little golden book. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. One of my favorite movies as a child. I still have one. So I think, no, this is not all there. There's pages missing. So that's okay. And then I got this book, The Pokey Little Puppy's First Christmas. It's a big golden book. I think I remember this one. This is quite old. What does it say here? 1973. It's not as old as I thought it was. But again, I can use parts of it. Not maybe for a baby book, but at some point I will use that. And then Snow White. I thought this was a coloring book, but it's actually a big book. And what I would use this for, not for baby, but I would use these as full pages. So that's a good thing. But I have to tell you, Stitchers out there, I let out a whoop when I came across this. Look at this. What a find. I just gotta, there's lots of graph paper in here, which is good. Look at Ukrainian cross-stitch designs. More of this, but inside the book there's a lot of Ukrainian designs in here, but those are just loose. The book itself, if I can look at, oh, what a find. I'm over the moon with this. Can you believe this? Wow, 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 wow. I can't believe this. I just cannot believe this. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am gobsmacked at this. Anyway, I'm going to study these. I'm going to go through them and, oh, my heart's actually pounding. This is just amazing stuff. I'm just going to quickly flip through the book for you. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh my. I am in such trouble now. Anyway, that is an amazing find right there. So, that's what I got today. Not a whole heck of a lot, but I might be able to use some of this fairly soon. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I am going to have a cup of tea and take a little bit of a break. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.